Hello everyone, my name is George Easter, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the song I Love My Room by Eliott Smith. So this song seems very niche, like there's hardly any tutorials on the internet for it. I'm not the greatest pianist, but I will provide a basic framework with which you can work off of. So this song was written by Eliott Smith when he was around 16 years old. And despite being a pretty silly song, it still demonstrates a lot of his musical brilliance, in my opinion. So we're just going to start off. This song is pretty much split up into 5 different parts that repeat. So if you learn them, you can learn the entire song. Like I said, this is not going to be a very precise tutorial, but you just start with an A chord, A major, and Eliott plays this like rhythm. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's a really nice sounding bit. To start with an A major chord. This is like C sharp minor on G sharp, pretty much. And then a C major, C major 7, a G chord, and then a B minor on F sharp. And then there's this little melody. So this melody is in pretty much in E minor. Sort of like an E minor 7 chord. And from there you go into the next part, which starts with an E major chord. Again, Eliott plays some type of rhythm here. So again, this is an E major chord, C sharp minor, and now we have this C augmented. This chord is pretty weird. It looks almost like a C diminished, but it's not. Something like a F sharp diminished flat, or sorry, F sharp 7 flat 5 or something weird like that. Anyways, that's not important. This just repeats a couple of times. And then of course the E chord. I'm not very good at that part, but it's not, but you get the idea. And then that whole thing one more time. Wow, on the second time, we have this like roll starting from a C augmented. Sorry, it probably goes something like that. And the second time, the same chord but different voicing. And then finally that brings us into the next part. So when you're in the middle of this E chord, you then step down on the bass to D and then down to C, which starts the next part. So it's just this like bass line, sort of. You start from C and roll up to G. And you hit the G twice. And then this A sharp. Meanwhile, you're just playing the chord on the right hand. Next part, start with the C minor. So this part I'm much less sure about how he plays the right hand, but I know what the chords are and some of the melodies that he uses. So C minor is A sharp again, and then G sharp. So that one more time. C minor, A sharp, then this F major chord, and then we have a little bit of a melody with the G sharp, and then it repeats, right? But there's different variations. The second time it goes, so from this A sharp, the third time is F minor, and then right back into the second part. Now we go into the final part. It starts with the B minor, a D, so one more time, B minor, D, G major, this is B minor over F sharp again, and there's like a little bass walk down. So we have B minor, this is technically a B minor diminished. I guess you could call this an E minor 7 if you wanted to. With 3, right? So, and then C major. This one I think is F diminished 7, and I think he plays the bass of D, and then this goes right back into the first part with an A. So with that, that should be enough information to learn the entire song. He basically just repeats the first part entirely, and there's only some small differences. Like this part, he plays a little bit longer because he sings some type of outro. And then the very end, after you play this part, it just ends with the very first part. So and it just ends on that. So that was I Love My Room by Eliott Smith. Hopefully you found this useful, and hopefully someone more talented than me can make a more thorough tutorial using this video as a foundation. But that's all I have. Thanks for watching.